Hi, I'm Jay. I'm from Help Musicians, and I usually work on the front line in the musicians engagement team. There are 6 of us, and we are the front-facing team of Help Musicians. If you ring, or if a musician rings, obviously, by phone, by email, we're the person that you'll be speaking to. And we also deliver the development and the health and welfare side. We help people if they ring with either of those 2 main things that we deliver across the charity. And if we can't help you, we signpost as well to places that are... I'm always signposting to Launchpad, I have to say. So if Sam's here, your name gets mentioned a lot. So, yeah, we've been going since 1921. Help Musicians was formerly known as Musicians Benevolent Fund, and was started when a tenor was killed in a tragic accident, and some very famous musicians got together to take care of his family, including a person called Edward Elgar, who you might know, and they set up funding. We're an independent charity, and we have a long history of legacy donation, and so we can actually help a lot of people in their times of crisis and everything in between. Today we're doing a really whistle-stop tour because I've been told I have 20 minutes. This presentation is usually an hour long, so I'll try and make it really quick. So we're just going to go through a bit of more on the development side. Co-pilot, hearing protection, and our sister charity, Music Minds Matter. So recording and releasing music is one of the things. So we'll run through the development funding that we have for musicians. Recording and releasing music, £3,000 available for recording and releasing. For musicians. Part of the eligibility, which might be helpful to know, is that we would like the musician or the artist to have at least 1 year active career before they apply. So it's not for beginners, so it needs some sort of thing. And when we take, which we won't do today, but we usually do in our normal presentation, part of our remit is we like to help musicians with doing the application, and we give a lot of support with that, and we go through and tell them the sorts of things that we like to see in their biography, their impact sections and that, which hopefully at the base of it are in line with, you know, other things like if they're applying for funding elsewhere, like the Arts Council, so a really basic way so that they can get to learn how to speak about themselves. Recording and releasing music is also successful applications come with business advice and health support. Music of Black origin is also £3,000, and this funding is exactly the same as the recording and release, except for the genre. So if your genre is music of Black origin, we would advise you to apply for that rather than the record and release. And it's also supported by the Mobo Trust. Touring and live is £5,000 that you can apply for. We don't support artist fees, so we're trying to promote sort of industry practice by not doing that. We get a little bit of pushback with that. So, but we do provide, if you're asking for session musician fees. That also comes with the business advice and health support. Sorry, just going back a bit. Developing your skills. So this is for £1,500. This doesn't come with the business advice. This is for like short-term study. You can't get instrument lessons. However, you can actually apply. So say if you're easy example, a singer, and you want to work on a particular skill with a particular teacher, you can do that, but you can't have ongoing music lessons with a teacher that you're already working with, if that makes sense. And also, obviously, for other things like music production, composition, And there's a lot of music writing camps and that people apply for, and it's really good for that. You can use it for travel and accommodation as well. Viva La Visa. So Viva La Visa is a free dedicated phone service where you can get 30 minutes of free advice. And it was, I'm pretty sure, initiated by the Incorporated Society of Musicians and also the Musicians Union. So if you need advice or artists need advice, because now it's become a little bit more complicated since Brexit with going and touring overseas, we always signpost to Viva La Visa, and they're very, very helpful. Copilot. Copilot is 8 hours, as it says on there, of one-to-one mentoring with a specialist industry mentor. What we do is mentees and mentors apply and they put their name down, and at the moment there's applications open until the 17th, which I think is on Friday. And we try and pair you up with someone that would be appropriate for you to have some mentoring with. It's quite popular, so we can't actually, at the moment, fill the need. However, it's the people that have been matched up, it's been very, very successful, and we're very pleased with how it's going.
Writing isn't everybody's skill set, so we talk about how you can apply by video, we give you some tips, and we start to think about the things you might like to include in the application. Now, it is a group session, but you can remain camera on, camera off. You can ask your questions, which we have time for at the end, in the chat or verbally, so you can exist in that space in a way that feels most comfortable for you.
So that was Abby telling you about what we normally do, because this would be our Get Set session that we have for artists, where we show you what we can do in development, and then we would go into the bones of the application. We also offer hearing protection with bespoke ACS plugs and an audiological assessment. These assessments are for professional musicians who have been working, earning 50% or more of their income for 2 years or more, just to clarify. And you can, it's a one-off thing that you get the plugs, but it's a very good deal because it's about, I think it's £50 and you get over £300 worth of value. If you're a member of the Musicians Union, you get, I think it's an extra 25% off. So it's very good. So we also have a sister charity, you may know, called Music Minds Matter, and that's open to the entire music industry, not just musicians. So Music Minds Matter is our sister charity, and if you feel the need to call our line, which is open 24 hours a day, and you can talk to a BACP accredited counsellor. We also run peer support groups in small groups that you can attend. They're free, and they have different subjects as well that you can sign up for. There's an explore page on the Music Minds Matter website, and I encourage you to go and have a look at it, because there's there's more on there than just talking to a counsellor if you need it. But they are there, and the number is 0808 802 8008. So they're always there.